Hello, 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 everyone. How are all of you? Hopefully, you're all doing well. It's been a long time since we played this, so bear with me as I try to remember the controls. Remember, if you want to follow your quests, you just have to follow the wind. Which I thought was a really neat way of just like kind of organically directing you towards where you need to go.
What's happening here? I can help. What's wrong?
The water was so shallow. I was on the ground alone.
That's over now. You're here with me. Their minds are lost in 1,000 hells. Who did this? Mongol yurt. This color. I don't recognize the tribe. Some kind of restraint on her. She bit her tongue off. Bled to death. What did these people endure? Looks like an altar. Or some kind of Mongol ceremony.
Samurai! The eagle calls to you!
He's chanting, filling them with bloodlust. More of them.
Where's Channy McChant here?
Bastards. You won't torment anyone else. I need to find out who these invaders are. Tell me what you did to these people.
Oh, thank you for reminding me. Let me fix that.
The eagle is here.
And hey, Katroshka, haven't seen you by in a while. Good to see you again.
Tribe to your shores. All on Iki Island at my back.
Ah. Well, it's good to see you again anyway. And sometimes it's just good to step away from any kind of social media kind of thing. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. But you gotta do what's best for you.
Help me.
So I get it.
May your death benefit all beings.
Been turboed since day one of it launching.
I came as soon as I heard. Those people.
They're getting the help they need. I don't know if they will recover.
What happened to them?
I'm not sure. I haven't seen these Mongols before. They claim to follow someone called the Eagle. They're planning an attack on Tsushima.
Those people lost their minds.
I mean,
The eagle can
I'm
take it to
I'm
the
not
island.
sure what
She won't.
issues you might be having with things right now. I don't pay too much attention to any kind of news
Criminals.
for like the last 7 months
I know. Father led the campaign to pacify.
because all it does is just make me irrationally angry.
He died and all that I know. The samurai retreated after he fell. Now something monstrous has taken root on Iki Island.
If you want to give me like broad strokes of what's going on, I'd be happy to hear that. Well, maybe not necessarily happy to bring what it is, but I'd be willing to.
Sakai is not welcome on Iki Island. If I want to wear the Sakai armor,
There's a reason ads are down 75% right now.
markings.
I don't know. I don't pay much attention to ads. I've never really had much of an audience to really make much off of. Off of ads, so hmm. Although I will say, generally, like half my income off of Twitch is ads, but generally my income's only like $25 every like 2 months. It's like, I'm not.
Are you sure about
Basically, lets me buy a couple games a year is about all it amounts to.
place for a summoner?
Make for the northwestern shore.
Near Fort Saka.
My father built it to last. If there's trouble on Ikki, the locals may be sheltering there.
I'll get you there as fast as I can, but the sea's been angry ever since those Mongols arrived. Storms are especially fierce around.
Not surprising. The Eagle tribe is doing something horrible there.
Whatever they're up to, they've angered the Kami. But don't worry, I've sailed through worse.
Come, Kaze.
Hmm.
Brace yourself.
Everyone complains about Twitch moderating content and who's on it. Then everyone complains that they're not moderating enough.
Kaze!
Mm,
Kaze?
right now, you don't want to get me started on what my views of the current government is.
Kaze!
I hope you made it to shore. Did I make it?
I don't know, I feel like looking at this, I died and went to hell.
Looks like an old smuggling hideout.
I don't agree with that sentiment either, but and also more like seeing all those bones and such sticking up out of the water in the game. Like I was Jin's predicament at the moment.
Worked.
Well, there's also the whole conspiracy theory that when they turned on the Large Hadron Collider in Europe, that it split the universe in two, and
Fort Saka isn't far. I should see if anyone is sheltered there. Kaze, I will find you. Maybe near the river.
I don't know. That, to me, that's just more conspiracy theorist nuts.
I guess you've got a boat. If it washed ashore.
Let's see. Let's friend. Let us go there. That is very true. Although, depending upon how quickly it grows, or if it even grew at all, those of us on the very edge, I can't remember the exact name of the effect, but in theory, it could last a very, very long time.
What's wrong?
I was just here. That edge. Did she fall? No. No.
Oh, I was lost. Sorry.
Well, the worst part is that your perception of it would be about the same as the
Some say they know every secret on this island.
amount of time it would take for it to actually kill you. So it would just be as time that's like second just taking forever. So it'd just be the 1 second of absolute horror that you wouldn't ever really realize was more than just that 1 second. But to an outside observer viewing from outside the range of the black hole,
Kaze!
it would look like an eternity of torment.
Captain of my boat. Drowning in the storm.
It was actually an interesting thing where Gene Roddenberry used that in probably the only series of his that I actually liked, which was Andromeda, which I only liked the first season, maybe the first two seasons, were any actual good. And about the only thing I ever enjoyed Kevin Sorbo in.
No sign of Kaze. He has to be alive. Maybe he left tracks in the sand. I know those tracks. Kaze survived. Where did you run to, boy?
But that's also probably dating myself a little bit, going, yeah, I watched Andromeda back when it was new. Unfortunately, it was real hit or miss on rabbit ears to get to actually see Andromeda. So it was one of those things of I actually didn't see all of it till much later when I was actually able to buy it all on DVD. Although I think some of those DVDs might have been actually counterfeit, but that's a whole other thing.
Come here and fight! The light here reminds me of a song my mother would play. How did that melody go? The way the monkeys dance reminds me of a song my mother told me. Let's see if I remember it.
Oh, okay. Been a while since I've done this, so. That looks like it's something that's hidden over there. Ow. That was dumb of me. Though. Yeah, we're going to turn that on. It's been so long since I played this game, I've forgotten all about how to actually play it.
If you can handle yourself in a fight, come here.
Challenging me?
That depends. Are you for or against these Mongols?
Against.
Then that's all I need to know. We set up archery targets around Iki to train for another samurai invasion. Instead of Mongols. If you're looking for practice, shoot an arrow through each lantern as fast as you can.
I've shot warriors while riding on horseback. I think I can hit a few lanterns.
Yeah.
Time is one thing. Speed is another. When you're ready, grab an arrow.
Yeah, no, we're not doing that. The speed of that was just like, wait, what? You need to be so on point that it's just like,
Come and fight!
oh shit! Hey, Kuroi. How are you today, Kuroi?
You'll be free soon.
If we had you at Katayama Market, we would have stopped the Mongols for sure.
You fought the Eagle tribe?
We tried. They seized our trading line, but not without a fight.
Just chilling.
Maybe I can help take the market back.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing since I got home from work. Figured I should probably actually get myself in gear and actually do something in the terms of playing a game or streaming or something. So it's just like, yeah. Most everyone seems to be busy with Elden Ring Night Reign, so it was okay.
Leave the gate. Good. Not injured. You stopped to graze. Must have been cold. And starving. You fell. Or rolled. I hope you're all right. You there?
Quiet! I hear you. The Eagle tribe is hunting us. The things they do to people's minds, it's awful.
Calm down. You're alone here.
When I heard them coming, I ran. Didn't see the snake till I was almost on it.
You did a fine job killing it.
Not me. A horse came charging out of nowhere, trampled it, and saved my life.
The horse. Which way did he go?
Up the hill, toward the mongols.
Thank you.
If you find that horse, give him my thanks.
Going to strangle him for making me chase him down. Oh yeah, I meant to jump into Discord voice if anyone wanted to join me.
Footprints. Mongol. They were surprised and gave chase. The skull's broken by a horse's kick. That sound. They're close. Kaze, he needs me. Or not. Kaze trampled them. Good work, boy.
Hey, you get back here. Quit making me chase after you.
Kaze? I'm here, boy. Are you alright? I thought I'd lost you. I should have known you'd never give up. Remember that trick from before? Where you charged the Mongols? Let's try that again. Island's in trouble. We need to help them. That's the last of them.
That's twice you saved my life.
You're welcome.
I meant him, but my thanks to both of you.
Well, the horse did saved you twice. I saved you once. That should at least get me some credit.
Here we go. This island needs us.
Gotta try to remember how to do things in here. Not what I meant to actually have happen. It's just what did. That's what we're going with for right now. No, I have not yet. Wasn't there crafting in this game? No, I guess there wasn't. I thought about doing that on stream, but mainly because I'm not. As been so long as I've used any such thing like that, I kind of wanted also to have someone there to help run some tech support in case I ran into any issues. Well, that was unfriendly to say the least.
You the eagle? The scouts you sent to Tsushima. I killed them. Khoten Khan is dead. We defeated his army on Tsushima. Tomorrow, 1,000 samurai will join me on the shores of Ikki. Surrender, and we will spare you.
Your journey was hard. Three?
There are easier ways to kill me.
I do not harm my guests.
What did you give me?
My sacred medicine. Save your strength. This is the easy part.
You won't break me.
You were broken long ago.
I release your spirit to travel the underworld. Face the judgment of your ancestors.
Jin, help me. May your death benefit all beings.
My lord.
Yuna, I told you not to come.
Lucky for you, I didn't listen. I borrowed the first ship I could find. What's wrong? What did they do to you?
The Eagle tribe's leader. She fed me some kind of poison.
Let's find you a healer before they come back.
My katana was here.
Look around for the rest of your things.
The Eagle and her Mongols. Where are they?
I started a fire outside the compound. Drew them out to investigate.
All right, let's go.
This way.
After all these years, Fort Sakai's still here.
You know this place?
My father built it.
Ah, of course.
Hey, Shen, how are you?
Is anyone on the island?
Other than being cold, I mean.
None that I know of. Yet.
So you haven't found allies?
No. Iki Island resents Clan Sakai. It will be hard to gather support.
Because of your father. Give me a hand with this gate. When will the other samurai get here?
Other samurai? I didn't tell anyone. Not even Sensei Ishikawa.
Was your father killed at this fort?
No. We were ambushed in the canyons.
So you were there with him? This way. Where to?
There's a ravine across the yard. We can escape that way.
Interesting. I'll follow you. Losing your father in an ambush. I can't imagine how painful that was.
Sometimes I can't either.
Try climbing down.
You found like 5 different reasons to accept the Reshiram trainer ID on Omega Ruby with pride. Oh, that's good.
Why didn't you help me?
Father?
You let him kill me.
I wanted to save you.
You saw your father die.
Something's wrong. You poisoned me.
To open your mind, these visions are just the beginning. Without my help, the fear and pain will overwhelm you. Let me guide you through the horror. Purge the guilt from your spirit. Make you whole again. Just as I have done for all my shaman. Then we will tame this island and finish what your father started.
Most of that's the only version exclusive legendary that's huntable for the first time in Omega Ruby.
No.
And a whole variety of other things.
Jin! Where am I? Jin! Can you hear me? Father?
Poor boy. You failed your father, and now your soul is lost.
I tried to teach the child all I know, but he acts more like a poet than a centaur. Kid, you're in danger. Keep going.
I'm coming, Father!
Kazumasa doubted you, and you proved him right. What kind of samurai watches his father die?
After my father was killed, he sailed home with his body. I wished I had drowned.
Soft. Clumsy. He dies in battle. Future of our clan is in danger.
Your father never wanted you on Iki. Everything you do tarnishes the Sakai name.
That's a lie!
Jin, hurry!
I'm coming, Father!
It was a trap. Thieves and murderers tricked us. Destroy you.
Father!
Try and remember the name of the game that this is reminding me of.
We're almost there.
You let your father die.
Well, it's more Jen is seeing visions due to having ingested some sort of poison, and kind of being somewhat guided by some enemy priestess.
You all right?
The eagle.
She's close. We better go. I know someplace safe.
So, if I'm trying to remember the game that I'm thinking that was very similar to. You were playing a Viking woman. They made a sequel to it.
I let you rest.
Who are you? Answer me.
You're used to talking that way to people on Tsushima. But not here, samurai.
Jen's dad was not killed by Mongolians, according to what they're saying. He was killed by
If you're from Iki,
basically just the locals of this island. We're not Mongols, but this island has been invaded by
Straight before that.
Mongols.
Flash flood killed samurai and islanders alike. We all lost. My turn to ask questions. What's a samurai doing on Iki Island?
the eagle sent a scouting party to Tsushima. When I saw what they did to our people, I knew I had to stop them.
So you saw the effects of her poison.
More than that, she made me drink it.
And you can still hold a conversation? First time I've seen that.
How long does it take to wear off?
As far as
That's
I know,
interesting.
it doesn't.
I won't let that stop me. How long have the Mongols been here?
Few weeks. Wiped out most of the raiders. My crew are the last holdouts.
I can help you fight back and drive the eagle from Iki.
A samurai. Helping raiders.
Anything to stop the eagle.
What's your name?
Honestly, if it hadn't been for this game, we probably never would have gotten Assassin's Creed Shadows.
Let me think about your offer. Jin Nariko.
You're not slipping away that easily.
I need to find more survivors, and you need to get your head on straight. Catch up to me at a farmhouse on the western coast, and we'll talk more. If the eagle's poison doesn't break you first.
It won't.
But I really wanted to get this DLC played through before Ghost of Yotai comes out, so...
Clear my head. And meet Tenzo. I can't let the Eagle tribe destroy this island.
You ran from your father's death for years. There is nowhere left to run. The nightmare will grow worse. You cannot face your father's death alone. Without my wisdom, you will lose your soul to madness.
The visions, they're still happening.
Well, if that wasn't creepy.
Katsuma's never tire so easily. Your samurai armor would shield you from your own mind.
None of this is real. I have to stay strong.
Someone's killing animals.
Oh!
Slain and left to rot. Utter contempt for these sacred messengers.
Oh, amount of poison darts. Okay, so I am empty, void of space. I am steel. I am a blade. With a sword of a single strike in my hand, I cut down, harvest all sin, felling, extinguishing evil. My name is the white mask on guard.
Somuta, somnasen por gochu, som tereves nisista.
They see me.
Alekpo chichi.
Where the fuck do you think you're going? You don't enjoy Blaze Blue as much as you used to, but flexing your minuscule knowledge of Japanese was fun. I keep meaning to sit down and start actually learning Japanese, but I've not ever actually gotten around to doing so. There, we freed a small little market. You heard the people who are foreigners who have largely regret it. Well, from my understanding, it mainly depends upon whether or not you have intentions of going to Japan. Because if you show a knowledge of the language, they are most unkind when it comes to trying to make sure that they speak at a rate that you can actually keep up with. From what I understand. But I also just, in general, find the language rather beautiful.
Send your best warrior.
No reason to leave you suffering. So you don't take it serious. I don't even want to go there because you've had a life of comfort in America and viewing traveling abroad as an undesired use of money. I mean, that's a perfectly okay way of going about things. For me, it's mainly just that I want to actually go there and experience the culture, experience the country, and it's one of a couple countries I want to visit.
I know this battlefield. Try to forget this place.
I just hate the fact that it's like so many people go, as Americans especially, go there and completely or any country, and completely disrespect.
Is this how it's supposed to feel, Lord Adachi?
Respect the country, respect its rules, laws, culture, society, and expect them to just cater to the way we Americans do things.
These weren't warriors. They were untrained villagers with rusted...
Enough. I require a private word with my son. Odadachi, feed the men and get them drunk. Come here.
Father, what happened today?
These villagers were helping hide the raiders.
We butchered them. All the men in the village.
The samurai ran hot, yes. These fools attacked us.
The man I killed.
The man you killed was a criminal.
Argo, China, Korea, Vietnam, Japan
That's unexpected.
is all really interesting and neat.
From Ajito. Raise your head high. Today, you are a warrior.
And
If you were here today,
I'd have to say there are a few interesting artists that America's had, but I would say the majority of the ones, especially within like the last, a lot of the ones predating, I'd say 1990, a lot of the American artists are really rather boring to me. Like my mom was an absolute fan of, I think his name's Edward Kitchen, who does a lot of very rustic, like farmhouses and towns kind of thing. Me, I can't stand it, but I want to come over here real quick, see what all these fireflies are.
I'm right here.
search at that shaman's cult.
Come and fight.
Yeah. That's cute. Still not as neat as the foxes from the main game.
Pepper her with questions. Soon enough, it was time for cooking practice. My mother put me to the swordmaster. Rough country samurai. I think she wanted something else from me.
But I know... I mean, I've learned a few words over the years that I can somewhat remember. Though, not perfectly.
Are you cowards?
I don't know why I keep doing standoffs. I am not doing good at them.
Did you hide like this when your father was king?
You're going to be all right.
That's forgot. There's different stances. I didn't remember. Check to see how you change stances.
I can read now. Thank you.
Be careful up there.
Stand off. Block aim.
poisoned.
My brother is the smartest person I've ever known. Now look at him. What did the Mongols do to him?
You're safe now. Find shelter. I'm not listening to you.
Welcome back. Although since I never knew you left, you didn't need to inform me of that. Oh, it's an archery contest. Which I have no intention of doing those. So, because... trying to think. My memory's not great, especially when I'm kind of tired. So I know I said some things. Not entirely certain what all that was.
Tell me, Jin. What is the most important virtue to a samurai?
To act like a man and fight for the legacy of Clan Sakai.
Those are your father's words. What does honor mean to you?
Kindness. Fighting for people who can't defend themselves.
That is the true meaning of honor.
Yeah, sorry.
Shimura.
If I could be more specific about things, I would, but... We'll probably be streaming a lot this weekend, because I have no plans of anything else.
Power. Didn't think you'd make it.
Oh, you're fine. No need to apologize for that. You got do what you need to do.
Friends of mine lived on this farm. I hoped they'd join our fight. But those Mongol bastards got to them first. The least they deserve is a proper burial. Won't be long.
I'll help you.
Don't have to do that.
Well, one thing is that muscle actually weighs more than fat.
Grab a spade.
said you would think about bringing me to your crew. Have you made up your mind?
It depends. Is the eagle's poison still affecting you?
Yes, but it hasn't slowed me down. Take me to meet your raider friends.
It's George Lucas.
I can help you fight back.
Okay, that reminds me of what I think I was talking about. I believe I spoke about my mother liking Edward Kitchen and how I find him to be incredibly boring and uninteresting.
We used it to hide from the samurai. Now it's keeping us safe from the Mongols.
You're not worried about taking a samurai to your secret hideaway?
Of course I am. But we need every fighting arm we can get. Just watch yourself once we get there. Ever since the Sakai invasion, samurai are slightly less popular than a pit of venomous snakes.
The Sakai invasion.
The butcher of Ikki and his gang thought they could bring a little
Yeah.
order to our island. Show them, not before losing a lot of good people.
From what I heard, neither side was innocent.
There's some truth to that. I've never seen a pretty war. There's a hidden entrance to the stronghold up ahead. Mongols, they found the entrance. Let's see how good you are with that blade.
Come and fight!
Yumhige samurai!
Good. You're not too sick to fight.
Announcing your attack is so unwise in real life. Guerrilla attacks are advantageous for a reason. Ambushes. Yes, which is why ninjas were able to hold their own against samurai.
We're not getting in this way.
Such
That's foolish.
ambushes would be anathema to a
Many
samurai.
enemies find our home. We block the entrance. Kill the witnesses. No exceptions.
I hope she's more welcoming to invited guests.
We'll find out soon enough.
Is there another way in?
Only by sea. There was a path years ago, before my time. Don't know if it's still there.
It's worth a shot.
How many samurai has this man murdered? Remember your father's attendant? His throat was open while he slept. His blood sprayed your tent.
Silence!
Jin, you alright?
Yes.
You are
Sometimes I hear
correct.
the eagle's
They
voice.
did.
Like she can read your mind or something?
No. I hear my own thoughts. Things I didn't know I was thinking. But in her voice.
I hope it wears off.
At least I believe you're correct, but
I see why the samurai never found this hideaway of yours.
It's the only stronghold on Ikki that survived the Sakai invasion.
Let's hope that holds for the Mongols.
No way to cross.
There's always a way.
Samurai have to say shit like that.
Do pirates have to mouth off?
Just the clever ones. Neat trick. I could use one of those.
It was a gift. from a brilliant friend. He passed.
I'm sorry to hear that. Minor setback.
Look for a way around.
Never seen a samurai do that before.
You're welcome to join me.
You alright?
I'm fine.
You're doing great. Don't die. Not bad.
Samurai means something more like servant. You went to Wiktionary and read it yourself multiple times past 2 months. Well, in a sense, samurai were both a ruling class along with being also servants. They were servants of the emperor as well as the shogun or whoever was basically the voice of the emperor.
I'll get us through here. How did you join up with Fune? You mean Fort Sakai?
Terrible food. But we left with our heads intact. Most of the guests weren't so lucky. Almost there.
He is luring you into a den of murderers. They will kill you just as they killed your father.
But samurai were actually a much later evolution of the ruling class. Only starting to really show up more as the age of merchants really started
When we stepped through that gate,
coming
there's
in.
no turning back. Everything you do is on my head. Don't make me regret this, samurai.
You don't have to worry about me, Tenzo. I promise.
Good. Keep that attitude and you'll be fine. Just stay close.
Because the warrior code has existed for a long time. Samurai only really started becoming samurai as they started taking on more artistic talents like poetry and music, and more became warrior scholars in a sense.
Wait until Hune hears about this.
I'll tell her myself. Get back to your poses.
I'm watching you, samurai.
This also was they were starting to get pushed out of
The wolves will back off.
And if I don't
a position of power by
Up and leave them
the mercantile.
Even hung one trader from the master of the ship for the guards to eat. But I don't know what she'll do to the samurai.
Which is also about around the same time as the Europeans really started knocking down their doors.
And those people.
More victims of the eagle's poison. Not as lucky as you.
Tenzo! You're running out of clean rags!
Check the drawers. I have a shirt you can strip down. Let's go, Chin. Goodness, ready.
Was that your house?
They needed more than me. There's Fune, watching us from our favorite pouch.
Tenzo! Get your ass up here!
Coming, Fune! Remember, make nice. And stow the samurai attitude.
Welcome back, Tenzo.
I can explain.
I hope so. Because right now, I'm really
Yes, but the Bushido Code's actually older than even than that.
You sent me to find people who can fight.
fight for us, not against us.
If I wanted to come for you, you would know it.
Jin.
It's all right, Tenzo. I want to hear this samurai dig his own grave.
I'm here because the Mongols invaded my home too. And if the eagle isn't stopped on your shores, she's going to bring her army and her poison to Tsushima. We can defeat the eagle and save both our homes, but only if we work together.
He's your catch, Tenzo. What's your take?
Maybe he helps us. Or he's skewered on a Mongol spear. And you get to brag about one more samurai dying on Iki Island. Either way, we got nothing to lose.
You're in, samurai. I hope you don't get seasick. When the next storm hits, we're taking every boat in this cove and attacking that Mongol warship.
Sounds like a good way to lose half your men. Get me aboard that warship, and I can sink it.
Tenzo, get this fool out of my face.
Jin may have a point. We can't get close enough to board the warship. But a Mongol boat from Ikki resupplies them every few days.
We can take their supply ship and make the delivery ourselves.
Tenzo, if you think this can work, you're in charge.
I need 12 men. Jin can be one of them.
They're yours.
The supply ship docks on the northeast side of the island. Look for a small inlet, steep cliffs.
I'll meet you there. Fune, it has been a pleasure.
Just watch your step, samurai.
That didn't go as planned.
Have you seen him? The ghost of Ikki?
The ghost of what?
The samurai phantom hunting bandits. Tall as a tree. Eyes of fire. People camped by Kimono Trail saw him just last night.
If he's that impressive, I'd like to meet him.
My lord, you think your blade could slay me? What if they attack from every side? You will see anyone? I'll never ride alone.
Always being the weakest thing in the land. Traitors.
Maybe Yamaneko got tired of being the butt of every joke. Started hiding.
Tough bastard like you needs sturdy armor to match.
You won't get far with a dull blade.
Your bow is only as strong as the warrior who made it.
Such was the cruelty of Black Hand Riku.
What are you talking about?
Black Hand Riku, the cursed pirate captain who terrorizes Iki Island from beyond the grave.
Black Hand Riku. Didn't he die at sea years ago?
That he did. I am Kashira. I sailed under Riku's bloodstained banner. The things
They are.
still haunt my nightmares.
They really are.
Perhaps you can tell me the tale.
Of course. I hope you have a strong stomach. Black Hand Riku was once the cruelest pirate captain to ever terrorize Iki Island. He carved up his victims, piece by piece, always saving a morsel for his loyal companion, a vicious monkey. Riku built his armor to honor a brutal Sarugami. This monkey demon inhabited his armor. Its cursed whispers drove Riku to take risks, tempting him with the spoils of battle, while pushing him to the brink of ruin. 6 years ago, Black Hand Riku attacked a refugee ship. Its cargo, children. He threw the young ones overboard. Their samurai protector, he skinned alive. His crew watched in horror while Riku's monkey fed on the trimmings. Then, mutiny. Black Hand Riku's crew plotted to poison their wretched leader. He was stabbed through the chest and blinded by the poison, but he clung to life, protected by the armor of the Sarugami. Riku set his ship ablaze and fled with his monkey, while his crew burned to death in their fiery tomb. Before he died, Riku hid his Sarugami armor somewhere on Iki Island. Now he haunts the coast, a wrathful spirit who preys on anyone brave or foolish enough to seek the cursed armor of Black Hand Riku.
So you sailed with Black Hand Riku and plotted his death,
Someone had to stop him.
and no one has found his Sarugami armor?
Many have tried, but they all fell victim to his wrathful spirit. People say the monkeys of Iki are his eyes and ears.
If that's the case, he already knows I'm interested. Where did your ship go down?
I don't remember much of that night, but one other crew member survived. Minato. She spent
Which even then, even when it became a term for the noblemen, the noble class, Bushi was still used as a term for normal, average
Black Hand Riku sees
soldiers.
everything.
So I mean, the term still didn't go away. No, I did not. The games I played on PS1 are very limited because, well, I never owned one brand new.
I know.
Not my fault my parents didn't want to get a PlayStation 1. I only had a Super Nintendo growing up. It wasn't until after I was out of high school and was working my own job and I bought my own stuff that I was able to get a PlayStation 1. Which I only ever got a couple games for.
You wander without purpose, looking for redemption. You won't find it here.
Yeah, well, I mean, this game kind of occasionally bitches you out for being dishonorable. There are 2 of them on PS1. I'd heard of it. I just hadn't ever played it. One of those times where it's like I actually have some knowledge of something. Oh, that voice sounds so familiar.
Adoption is dead. I tried to save them.
Masako, you can't blame yourself.
Ghost of Ikki, they call him.
I'll take him over a dozen samurai any day.
The ghost will help us.
I hear he killed 1,000 Mongols with that old Shimura bastard slung over his shoulder. Yes?
Those stories, not entirely true.
Of course they are. You must have heard some good ones about the ghost.
He snapped the Mongol Khan like a piece of driftwood.
Sounds like him, all right.
If you want to help his fight, the ghost of Ikki is asking for donations. We leave our offerings at his camp, northeast of where Kidafure village used to stand.
If you're taking food, he likes his sake filtered and his millet washed.
I'm sure he does.
I hope the ghost hears our prayers.
Hearing's one thing. Let's hope he answers them.
That I did not mean to do.
Wonder who's been impersonating me. Must be the ghost camp. Like every drop. Still warm. He was here, maybe watching something. I should wait, see if he comes back. Movement near the camp. Bandits. You must be the ghost. Are you stealing sake? More thief than samurai. Don't hit those barrels. Where are you running off to? Better catch up. Time to meet the ghost. All right, ghost. Enough. I'm looking for the ghost.
You and half the island, but we found him first.
This little rat shit owes us a fortune.
He owes me more.
One day, boy. Then we start snipping off toes.
Honestly, not a very good way of actually getting your money back.
Oh no, I'm not the ghost, but I do work for him. There we were, fighting to save Iki Island, when those dead fox bandits attacked us, took the ghost prisoner.
Where do they take him?
Their camp, just west of here. I've got one day to pay them back.
No, stay out of trouble. I will find your master. Some questions for the ghost of Ikki.
Stand and fight!
I'll put that sword to good use after you're dead.
There we go. That's how it's supposed to go.
Run! The ghost is free!
All right. You
Lord Sakai, get me out of here.
pretending to be the ghost.
A respectful tribute.
Respectful. I should have known you were Highness.
I'm sorry, Lord Sakai. With Mongols everywhere, I couldn't take it anymore. Then I heard this Ikki smuggler was prepping a one-way trip to the mainland. I had to get out.
And you didn't say goodbye.
You're always so busy.
You were so eager to escape. How did you end up like this?
I got caught sneaking aboard the smuggler's ship. When word got out that I was stranded on Ikki, some very bad locals hunted me down. Tried to rob me.
Did you rob them first?
Skimmed profits and Sawasaka never hurt anybody.
So you're the most hated man on Ikki. Half the island wants you dead, the other half you owe money. Am I close?
Lucky guess.
Doesn't explain the ghost act.
The people here hate me. But as a ghost, I could inspire the locals, rob the lowlifes, and
And buy your way to the mainland.
everybody wins.
I should leave. Let you deal with this mess.
But the ghost wouldn't do that, right?
Hold still.
Arms are still asleep.
Wake them up. I'll escort you to the campsite. That's it. All right, Ghost of Ikki.
Yeah, Nat Dog, it has been quite some time. Good to see you again, my friend.
Can't leave me here. Everyone on this island is out to get me.
What about your recruit?
You met Hugo. Is he alright?
He nearly lost his head trying to pay your ransom.
I've been doing all right.
He's just a fisherman. The kid needs me. Help me find Hugo and out of your hair, I promise.
You better be close.
We agreed on a meeting place nearby, in case we were
I have my good days, I have my bad days like everyone else.
I thought you only had eyes for Tsushima. What brings you here?
I came here with my father once. Years ago. Never thought I'd return. When I heard something terrible was happening here.
How about yourself, Nat Dog?
Wish I'd known about those rumors. All I heard was Ikki is safe, not a Mongol in sight.
It's been doing pretty good today.
This friend of yours, how did you convince him to join your ghost performance?
The Eagle tribe sank the boat I used to get here. I almost drowned, but Fuku pulled me from the sea. I tried to ditch him, but he wouldn't listen.
He couldn't resist.
Oh, Napdog's been around a long time.
You can't.
One of our earliest supporters.
It's me!
I knew you would escape, Master! The ghost lives to fight again!
Hey, enough with the ghost talk, Fuku. You can call me Kenji. My friend here is the ghost.
Oh, I see. Well, someone called the Viper has a message for the ghost.
Though I think with schedule changes, a bunch of other things, it's been quite some time since we've done anything.
I tried sneaking on board, but
Oh, that's good there, Napdog. Hopefully things
I want to keep my
get better for you.
We better meet him and sort this out.
You're going to help me?
Yeah, right.
So, the smuggler has
Like, I'm going to believe that, Croy.
someone kills you. What happened to your horse?
Nico? I had to trade him to the Viper as collateral. I hope he's alright.
Lord Shimura's been hunting the Viper for years. You're lucky
I think of the three of you, Shin, you are the newest.
aboard his ship.
He was about to chop off other things, but I convinced him to save me a seat to the mainland. All it took was handing over Nico and promising to pay 10 times the asking price.
I can't quite remember what I was playing when Napdog first came by our stream.
You should know, the Viper doesn't like me.
I know it was a long, long time ago.
You know, tough guys.
I was thinking it was either Overwatch or
Well,
Division 2.
whatever you do, don't push it. This doesn't have to get ugly.
Oh yeah, and I unfortunately lost good contact with a lot of people when I changed jobs and my schedule changed.
It's me, Kenji, the ghost of Ikki. We're here to see the Viper.
Be calm, Kenji, and don't talk too much.
Where is my money?
You must be the Viper of Hakata Bay.
Who is the muscle, Kenji?
He's a friend.
I do remember that game,
Sakai.
and that could have been true too.
I'm running with your father.
Although I was thinking that game came out much later, but you might be right on that.
Cannot say I'm more.
My father made enemies. They're not mine.
Good. Old grudges are bad for business. How did this runt recruit a son?
Kenji said he tried to
It does suck solo, and that surprises me that you like the Division.
Stupid, disrespectful Kenji.
Now he owes you a small fortune.
A big fortune. If you came to negotiate, you are wasting my time.
If you're holding out for money, it's going to take Kenji a year to pay you back.
It's his problem.
And yours. You need payment today to fund your journey and weather the Mongol invasion. Lower Kenji's payment. You can settle up now, or wait, and hope he survives long enough to pay you back in full.
Hey!
You have got a smart friend, Kenji. I think we can work something out.
Though I wish I'd known that, Croy. I would have pushed you to play the Division and Division 2 more.
Between China and Hakata Bay.
You need them to reach the
Are you excited about the upcoming expansion to Division 2?
You will learn every weakness in the Shogun's fleet.
That sounds
have yourself a deal.
You almost didn't contact you on purpose, but
Eye on Kenji. Trouble sticks to him like shit on rice.
you haven't touched 2? Oh, we may need to change that. Mechanically, it's not any different than the original Division. It's just... It's just a different city. Yeah, if you can get a good group together for Division, it is one of the most fun games that's out there.
While Fugu helps you rob the Mongols.
He's just a fisherman, Kenji. He saved your life.
I know.
If you want to act like a ghost,
It's probably why I like Once Human so much.
help them.
Well, parts of Once Human.
Going to die here. Just like your father. The Sakai name will vanish from the earth. Your life means nothing.
Stop it.
Back there with the Viper. I didn't know you were such a smooth talker.
I spent most of my life helping Lord Shimura settle disputes among samurai families.
Sounds boring.
Sometimes, but wield it carefully. The right word strikes deeper than the sharpest blade. More guards than I expected.
Maybe I should keep watch. Anything goes wrong, I'll give a signal. Bird poke. No, screaming monkey. Shh.
The Viper's navigation charts. Time to go.
It'd be better if the Division had cross-platform. I very much agree with you. I'm also one of those weird people that I have copies of the Division and Division 2 across multiple platforms. I have it on both PC and PlayStation. It's sad that it takes so long to get anything so perfectly right. Oh yeah, I forgot. You are a big Xbox guy.
Any luck?
I've got it. Let's go.
I forgot all about that. Only an Xbox player.
Just in time. Good work. Everything is here. We'll just need a few minutes to check my maps. Then we set sail.
What about the people?
I thought you did some things on PC, but
Settled on board, but we are at capacity. We have to dump all expendable cargo. There's only room for one more passenger. Ready to set sail, Kenji?
When do we leave?
Soon. We wait for no. Reja doing
because I thought I remember you playing
And you.
Call of Duty tournaments
Hiding
on
more than my
PC.
sake barrels. It's a tight squeeze, but with a little cooking oil, those narrow hips.
I'll pass. I'm not finished here yet.
Well, I guess this is goodbye.
Keep some of your best sake chilled for me. We'll celebrate when this is all over.
I'd like that. Huga!
Forget something, Master?
Yeah, my common sense. Take my seat on the ship. You earned it.
But, Master...
Get moving before I change my mind.
I didn't think you had it in you.
I'll scrape by. With Fugu, I didn't like his chances. It's better this way.
Oh, maybe they weren't tournaments the wrong word, but I know it's like I thought you're the person who did one-on-one matches.
The ghost of Ikki.
To forgetting all about him.
But I might be confusing you with someone else. Actually, now I'm thinking about it, I do believe I am confusing you with someone else. I think I'm confusing you with Destructive Die, now that I'm thinking about it.
The cats here hate me. Even tried feeding one some fish. Thought he ignored it, then ate it later.
Yeah, it took me a few moments to realize it, but yeah, I was confusing you with someone else.
Wasn't looking. Is there a neutral?
Better this than fighting Mongols.
But I think you were the one who's really wanted to play Assassin's Creed Unity on Xbox. Now that I'm trying to remember correctly. You can tell me if I'm wrong, but I think I have you right now in my head. I really don't know what I'm supposed to do there. Why'd I do that? I don't know. At least I didn't hit my horse that time.
Do you know the way?
The way where?
To Cloud Forest Temple. They say we can eat plenty and find safety with the Eagle tribe.
There is no safety with Mongols. If they're spreading lies, I will find this temple and put a stop to it. That's my cousin.
Nobody needs a coward's help. Like a coward.
Yeah, that might be true.
Should be dead too.
I still have stuff. I still have trophies on there I kind of wanted to try and get, but I haven't. Never got around to completing. That didn't work out as planned. Where the fuck do you think you're running to?
They didn't stand a chance.
I appreciate your aid.
One man against a pack of Mongols. Figured we'd even the odds.
Thank you. Keep ambushing their patrols. We'll clear the roads and drive them off this island.
Although, maybe at some point it might make it to Xbox and other consoles. But, especially if you enjoy, like, base building and crafting, watch for Once Human there, Nath Dog. It's a free-to-play game that has some pretty actually horrible cash shop to it, to be honest. But it is otherwise a pretty, for the most part, solid game. I know they've talked about bringing it to consoles.
Khan put a bounty on the ghost. Anyone can claim it.
Yuzo. It's an ambush. Bastards! Pay for that. It's wrong to shed blood here. It's so peaceful.
Let's play some music for the cats.
My mother did this. She lured me away from study and practice with the promise of pears or dried melons, then lied to my father and said we'd studied all afternoon.
Pears, one of my favorite fruits. Excuse me. Yeah, that's where we had the most upsetting vision. Oh yeah, I remember this.
Tell your shaman I won't kneel and I won't drink your damn poison, whatever it is. I've heard what she does to people.
Be free soon.
Who would have guessed? Saved by a samurai.
Are you Minato?
Who's asking?
A Ronin looking for some long-lost armor. I hear you used to sail on the Black Hand Riku.
Shh, quiet. You hear you.
So you believe the stories?
Some nights, I feel Riku watching. I can hear his pet monkey sucking marrow from bones. I know it sounds crazy, but I swear those filthy monkeys are watching us.
Do you remember anything about the night of the mutiny? Anything that could help me find his final resting place?
We were anchored just off the northeastern shore. There was something under the water. Something glowing.
The moon's reflection?
Moon wasn't out that night.
Glowing water. It's not much, but it will have to do.
Do yourself a favor. Forget the armor.
Maybe I will. Maybe I won't. We'll see.
Light beneath the water. Riku was blinded. Maybe he saw just enough to follow the light, or his pet monkey did.
You can't climb out of this. I am always with you. Your path leads to madness and death.
Whatever the eagle did, it's still affecting me. Did you come here, Riku? Passage. Locked. If I light the brazier, maybe I'll find a way through. can I start a fire? Maybe those flaming arrows. Looks like they were killed recently. But by whom? Must have taken years to collect.
Oh shit!
I have seen you in my dreams.
Show yourself.
Another hunter, desperate for my armor and the power
Son of a.
Sarugami.
Black Hand Rika. You survived.
No, I was reborn in darkness.
You're blind. This isn't a fair fight.
No, it is not. My family hungers.
Uh, yeah, it freaked me the fuck out because I was so concentrating when what was going on here, and it's like, wait, what? What's going to be my way out of here? This way.
The armor is a good fit, my lord. You look just like old Riku.
Hashira, shouldn't you be busy telling ghost stories in Funa's refuge?
Hand over the armor. Make it quick. I need to piss. I'm saving it for Riku's corpse.
Riku is yours. The armor is mine.
Damn samurai.
That's all of them. The Sarugami still inhabits the armor. A gift and a curse. Can't let them know I'm from Clan Sakai. Can't let them know I'm from Clan Sakai. Can't let them know I'm from Clan Sakai.
So climb up here.
sake. Go get some from the men.
Yes, father.
Jin, don't go far. Your father's orders.
I don't need a nursemaid, Lord Adachi. Better you watch the road.
Get me in trouble, and a nursemaid will be the least of your worries.
You all seem in good spirits. Congratulations on today's victory.
The credit belongs to your father.
The raiders call your father the Butcher.
A fitting title for a legend.
I strive to honor his example. Now, if you'll excuse me, my father requests more sake.
Ah, take this. The raiders don't need it anymore. They're dead.
I brought the sake, father.
Good. Sit. Drink to victory.
Shouldn't we be celebrating together?
Lord must set boundaries between himself and his followers.
Why?
Familiarity breeds a lack of discipline,
But they lay down their lives for you.
and it is their duty to do so, without question, as it is mine to obey my Jito. Your mother and I discuss such matters often. I relied greatly on her counsel.
I wish I remembered her better.
Choco had clever insight, deep compassion. Losing her was like losing the best part of me.
This flute was hers. It's all I have of her.
Let's hear it then. Please, play it.
What night was the first time you asked to hear me play? The first time I felt like your son.
Sorry, I gotta grab a drink. Wasn't sure I was gonna make it far enough out to make that. But also just a moment here. Okay. Sorry about that.
Who will face me first?
Okay, so I need to get up on top of this cliff. Son of a bitch. Honestly, with how human that sounds, it sounds more like a rabbit screaming rather than a deer.
Where is Tenzo?
At the cliffs, talking to a friend.
More Mongol lies.
Eagle speaks the truth!
Going to keep me waiting, Jin?
Next time, don't be so quick to kill your enemy. He may have known something useful.
He spilled plenty.
You called him a liar. What did he tell you?
Nothing that can't wait. The ship should dock soon.
Once it does, tell your men we'll take it quietly. If we cause too much damage, the Eagle's warship will see through our disguise before we get close enough to attack.
Don't worry, Jin from Yarikawa. We'll take that supply ship without a scratch. Now get some rest. The ship will be here soon. It's time. They brought rowboats ashore. We'll borrow them to reach the supply ship.
The fog will work in our favor. If they see us coming, we risk scaring them off.
Let's get moving. Is the Eagle's poison still in you?
I won't lose focus, if that's what you're asking.
It's not. You said it made you see things.
Things I'd like to forget.
Like getting blood stains on your favorite silk hakama?
A little worse than that.
Alright, alright. What's the worst thing that happened to Jin from Yarikawa?
Losing my father. We were in battle together.
I'm sorry.
Don't be. You didn't know.
You know the drill. Quick and bloody. Let's give these Mongols Iki Island a welcome. More on the way.
Take them. We can't draw more attention.
Someone's here! Take them out! The shore is ours. Ready the boats. Damn it. The fog is lifting. They'll see us coming. Incoming! Take them out! Get out of sight! Fall back!
No, I can go around. Take out those weapons.
You'll be blasted to pieces! Do it, Jin. Show us what a samurai can do. Watch that fire! Keep your head down!
raiders know who you are. They are leading you into a trap.
You're not real.
When you die, will the raiders pray for you? The same one they spoke before murdering your father. What was that prayer again? You know the words. They haunt you. May your death benefit all beings.
Be quiet.
Here, you!
You're helping people who spit on your father's name. When he died, were you too weak to save him?
It wasn't my fault.
Me clearing out this ship is not going as well as I was hoping it would.
Sure took your time silencing those cannons.
I thought you needed a chance to catch your breath.
How thoughtful.
What's going on with you? One moment we stand shoulder to shoulder, the next you're ready to cross blades.
Not now, Samurai. We have a job to do.
Then let's finish it and talk after.
Set a course for the Eagle's warship. Let's hope they don't notice it's manned by a crew of raiders.
We need more than hope. Tell your men to hide when we get within sight of the warship.
An empty ship. That won't look suspicious.
It will buy us time to get close, past the range of their heavy cannons. We'll wait for them to board us.
And we'll attack. Set off the black powder stores. Rip open the beast's belly. You better be right about this, Chief. Looks bigger up close. They're onto us. We have to attack now.
Not yet. Hold.
Attack! Send these bastards to the bottom of the sea!
I didn't realize that guy was still fucking alive.
Powder to blow. Back to the supply ship before she blows. Quickly! Today we struck a blow for Fune's refuge.
Next, we take back Ikki.
And one day escape the endless wheel of suffering.
Good work, Tenzo. I think Fune is going to be pleased.
No. She's going to skin both of us alive.
What are you talking about?
You tell me, Lord Sakai. One whisper of your real name, and every person in this refuge will line up to split you wide open.
Say my name. Force me to defend myself. This is what the Eagle wants. Samurai and Raider spilling each other's blood. She knows we're a threat if we work together.
Bullshit!
Who told you I was a Sakai? Was it the Mongol you interrogated? The Eagle wanted you to know.
This is what I get for trusting a damn samurai. I grew up here, you know. Learned to swim in the shallows. Helped build half these homes. Broke my arm falling off the rock wall, trying to impress my wife.
You were married?
Years ago. She didn't make it through childbirth. Fune helped me bury them. This is my home. These people are my family. If they find out I brought the butcher of Ikki's son here, they'll stake both of us down. Make us a feast for the crabs.
I won't let that happen. This stays between us.
Yes, we're in this together.
The Eagle's hurting thanks to what we did today. We can save Iki Island if we stand together, but our fight is just beginning.
You, samurai, and your speeches. I'll tell Fune your plan worked. When you're ready, I'm sure she'll want to thank you in person.
Somehow I doubt that. Be careful, Tenzo. And watch what you say.
You too. Jin from Yarikawa.
Oh, actually, this is where we're going to stop for tonight. We will be back tomorrow with more of something. Till then, though, I hope all of you have a wonderful rest of your day.